So, today guys, I'm doing BOOMBAYAH. I think I'm ready for this. THOR reacts, art react to BOOMBAYAH. Of course, as always, right, this will be a breakdown video. I'm gonna first react to, of course, BOOMBAYAH then, right, from Blackpink. And then we're gonna go over each scene and talk about the different settings. And also check out making the film afterward as well, right? But anyway, guys, let's...
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area. Being a bad girl, I know I am. And I'm so hot, I need a fan. I don't want a boy, I need a man. Click, clack, bada bing, bada boom. 문을 박 차면 모두 날 바라본 굳이 애써 노력가 안 해도 모든 남자들의 코피가 팡팡팡 팡팡 바라바라 팡팡팡 지금 날 위해 축배를 짠짠짠 내 손에 바라 follow 해니 네가 말로만 듣던 걔가 나야 Jenny. 춤추는 불빛은 날 감싸고 도네 Black to the pink 어디서든 특별해 Oh yes 쳐다보던 we're gonna wanna dance Like 따라라란딴 따라라란딴 불을 더 좋아 이 분위기가 좋아 난 지금 네가 좋아 정말 반했어 오늘 밤 너와 춤추고 싶어 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 Boom boom ba boom boom ba oppa Yeah 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 yeah
Good talk, det är inte bra att göra det, men fuck that.
이제 달려야지 뭘 어떡해 난 철없어 겁없어 man Middle finger up F you pay me 90s baby I pump up the jam 달려봐 달려봐 오빠야 Lambo 오늘은 너와 나 젊음을 gamble 감히 난 막지마 혹시나 누가 날 막아도 I'ma go brrr Rambo 네 손이 내 허리를 감싸고 도네 Front to my back 내 몸매는 특별해 네 눈빛은 I know you wanna touch Like touch 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 두루루빠 좋아 이 분위기가 좋아 난 지금 네가 좋아
Last part is interesting, it's different, but it's the dance part, yeah, more like the...
멋있어 오늘 밤 너와 춤추고 싶어 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 BOOMBAYAH Yeah 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 Boom boom ba boom boom ba oppa Yeah 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 oppa Yeah 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 Boom boom ba BOOMBAYAH 오늘은 맺혀진 따윈 버리고 하늘을 넘어서 올라갈 거야 끝을 모르게 빨리 달리고 싶어 Let's go Let's go 오늘은 맺혀진 따윈 버리고 하늘을 넘어서 올라갈 거야 끝을 모르게 빨리 달리고 싶어 Let's go Let's go
Okay, first of all, I like this other kind of... I guess they call that dance, right? Yeah, but it was interesting. This is really hard to do. Obviously very coordinated. But I like it. It's a little bit different, right? Than like the standard dance moves here. Yeah, they do some kind of weird floor synchronizing dance moves here together, right? This we need to get a bunch of friends to be like, let's do this badass thing. Yeah, so this part here.
이 분위기가 좋아
Yeah, it reminds me of synchronized, you know, swimming and so on, right? But it's on ground instead. Like when all of them go back at the same time and so on. Yeah, it's interesting. Don't mind more of that. Yeah, definitely. No, but it's a great chorus, really good chorus. Yeah, so this is the best outfit in this part though. Yeah, I love this the most. I think so, right? And you know I love the belts, man, but yeah, the belts, kind of the classic, kind of half damaged pants, right? Yeah, I think this one is the winner though. I love it.
Yeah, BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, BOOMBAYAH.
Yeah, that move here, this is fantastic, yeah. This test move is the best. Come on, that's the best one. Let's do the order BOOMBAYAH part.
멋있어. Yeah, BOOMBAYAH.
Yeah, I think this section sounds pretty well.
BOOMBAYAH.
I think the first one is.
Boom, boom, ba. Boom,
I mean,
boom,
this
ba.
is great, but probably this is dance, I think. I want to say this is probably the easiest dance that I've seen from Blackpink that is a do, right? I get, you know, for my girlfriend can do this thing. Yeah, I think this would be the easiest one to do. I think so. I think so. For the one I've seen it. Yeah, let's break down the visuals. Beginning, snapping a bit. Have some bars and blue boxes. Yeah, it's kind of similar to the feel of she watched BABYMONSTER in my last video, where they kind of drive in with the I don't know, with like a giant truck basically, right, with boom boxes and so on. Yeah, so kind of similar feel to it, right?
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area. Being a bad girl, I know I am, and I'm so hot, I need a fan.
Gives me that Britney Spears feel to it. No, but definitely, right? It's that classic feeling, right?
I don't want a boy, I need a man. Click, clack, bada bing, bada boom. 문을 박 차면 모두 날 바라본 굳이했어. 노력가 안 해도 모든 남자들의 코피가 팡팡팡. 팡팡, 바라바라 팡팡팡. 지금 날 위해 축배를 짜자.
I like these kind of accessories though. So stop clicking on her leg there. Yeah, this hip, the heart right there. Those stuff I really like, you know. Those kind of like the cool side accessories. As I always say, right, this is the part that I like with the asymmetric clothing design, right? Is that, yeah, of course you want to have, you know, this kind of thing on one, like a leglet, right, on one of your legs, right? Like for example, I made a video a few weeks ago when I was making a character in Code Vein 2. Code Vein has, you know, it's very iconic, incredibly good character creation system, right? We can make different outfits and so on. And then I gave actually my character then one of these leglets, yeah. But it's kind of an awesome feel to it, right? I think so, yeah. You might have the fans on that. It's good.
팡팡 바라바라 팡팡팡. 지금 날 위해 축배를 짜잔짠. Hands up. 내 손에 바라볼라 해니 네가 말로만 듣던 걔가 나야.
And that was like a fan room or something. Yeah, this is kind of funny. It's like a bathroom, I guess. There's like 4 of them. This is actually, yeah, I mean, I guess they built it, right? Because you probably never actually build a bathroom like this. No, because, I mean, okay, so you have 4 different sinks, right? But aren't you too close then? I'm thinking it's probably something built, right? Because, you know, I travel a lot, right? It's a lot of airport and so on. And you do see kind of weird bathrooms every now and then, but they tend to be in one line, right? This would make you basically stand. Yeah, you would touch ass. Right? That would be kind of weird. You have to bend over and you stretch your hand, and the other person behind you will like get into you, so on. Wall here, yeah, it's great, man. The Blackpink wall. It is. I'm guessing it's just like a black wall, right? With this kind of like marble-ish, blackish diabase perhaps wall, and then it's like a lot of pink lights on it, right? With good reflections here. But it seems so like.
We're gonna wanna dance like
yeah, again, like the Blackpink thing. I like that they tend to have this thing, right, in this ambient monster, right? They have very interesting, like, how say it, backgrounds for the windows. And I also think it's very well done here, how it's different, right? So here you have maybe some kind of like Sakura Blossom, kind of similar pink thing, whatever, right? Pink tree, some lighter pink here. Then you got kind of the bubble wrap thing, and there's some other tree on the side. So each window has like a unique background to it, which is great. Yeah, I think all of 4 here. This is like the top 4 all at the same time, right? Yeah, this first BOOMBAYAH bit. I said this is probably my favorite, but I think all of them are very, very good here. But yeah, I think this is the, yeah, these are all like the 4 best, I feel. for each person, basically. Chorus.
BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. Oppa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, 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 yeah. Oppa. Yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, yeah, yeah.
But I think that this is one of the oldest hits, right? And obviously, I'm coming in as a new fan. I'm only watched like for like a few weeks now. I've done like 2-3 videos right per week, so I'm very fresh here. But you still kind of feel this is a much older one because the latest one, and not just Gordon, which is very much more like crazy graphics and things are exploding and all this stuff. But even like just my basic standpoint, this one has way less crazy stuff happening right during the dance bits. Like massively much so. So you do feel this is the older one, and the later ones that I've seen get more extravagant, right? Because in the later ones it feels they probably would have more background dancers, and this thing would explode or something. Yeah, the later ones have way more. The feel that they have. I mean, overall, right? The obvious reason why is the budget, of course. The bigger the band gets, the more money you have, the more directors, the more people working on the set you have, right? That's the obvious thing, reason why, right? So you can have more, you can have more moving parts because it's not just graphics as in like effects or whatever, but just having like some guys on the side and they can like pull in something, they can like move something in the background or make something happen or whatever. You need a lot more staff, right? So I think that's like the obvious reason why, of course. It's just way less budget, right? But it certainly feels kind of different from the later ones where you feel like, yeah, this thing is crazy. So much thing happening all the time. So now she's coming on some kind of. This is later. It's like a track with a lot of trash, right? Probably the worst part of the video. Yeah, this is like some kind of trash track or something. But I guess it's supposed to be like fuel, right? Yeah, it's the Mad Max thing. This is like water or fuel you have in these things, right? So you can drive your truck and so on. That kind of design, right?
난 철없어 겁없어 man middle finger up F you pay me 90s baby I pump up the jam 달려봐 달려봐.
Yeah, this thing here, I just see the typical truck thing. One thing that I was thinking so much though about these things overall though, I think it's kind of funny, so I was thinking about when I saw it the first time here, is that there is something though that is so unrealistic, I always feel, because of trash in TV shows and movies, right? Whatever, anime, manga, whatever, doesn't matter. And that is that people have it like this, right? That as I see this angle here, it's like the trash and it's all, boiled up to different trash bags, right? In paper bags or whatever, right? In reality, it's never like this thing here, right? This is how I think a lot of movies or whatever, they visualize this is how like a hoarder lives, You enter your house, then you just have all these trash bags everywhere, you know what I mean? You go in there and be like, oh yeah, it's like a trash bag here, it's trash bag there, right? It's like trash over here, it's like my beautiful treasures, whatever, right? It's trash everywhere and that kind of stuff, right? But in reality, that's not how it looks, right? I'm sorry to break your bubble, burst your bubble, right? But in reality, it's not how it looks. Because of course, when people actually live in their like trash houses, right? It's just stuff everywhere. You know what I mean? They don't bother, putting like I have a monster here. Good. They don't bother pushing this thing into like a trash can, right, or into like a paper bag or plastic bag or whatever. They just let it sit on the table. They just put it over on a table and it's last on the table, right, for 3 years. You know what I mean? They just throw it on the ground or whatever, right, and so on. Usually, kind of start you kind of pile up stuff here. They're starting like that. They just pile up it, and then it keeps going like that. They don't like have them in this like perfectly fit little bag that they can just later just just throw away. And that is one of the fundamental reasons why, honestly, right, that it's hard for them too in that sense, right? Because it's like, oh, it's much more effort to clean this up. Because if it was just like grab the bag and throw it out, sure, maybe they wouldn't do it, but it's much easier, right? But if they don't even take the effort to have them in those bags, right? And like I've been in some of the houses, and one thing I really, really remember so well is this is a sad story, but yeah, it's sad but true story. What I really remember is that when I was living in Dublin many years ago. Dublin has this place called Cannon Square. Okay, it's a famous place in Dublin. It's next to the theater and so on. And there was like a ship or a boat or whatever, a tiny little boat basically. Someone lived in the Cannon Square, like in the city. Like you see someone living in it, right? And it was almost sinking, but it's floating there a little bit. And that whole little boat was like filled of trash, of like like trash, mostly drinks. Yeah, there was trash and food and plastic. Right, so they just kind of lived in that ship boat thing and just threw it right on it. That's what I was thinking too. So it's kind of ridiculous. But yeah, it's just there. And I always wondered why they just didn't tow it or remove it. But yeah, some poor guy obviously living there, not necessarily the homeless, right? But you can see the whole effect there of them just like having that, like I said, and you just kind of threw it in that area, right? And they didn't like collect it in then like meaningful way from that. They just kind of had all the trash around on the boat basically. It was crazy. But yeah, so in reality, usually you would never found this kind of thing where they leave in trash like that. No, they just have all the trash in like on the ground or whatever. Right? The trash used to be everywhere and so on. That's the much more like realistic take on it. But sure, to be fair, I'm not gonna be wrong. This thing here is like a mixture of hoarder trash look, right? This kind of thing, and also kind of like survival in the dystopian world with tanks and so on. So you have this thing to have water in it. But still, though, this is what I mean. Like if you actually lived in like a trash hoarder thing, where just everything just just be crazy, just completely covering the ground, or just be completely randomized, yeah, it would be much. And the next scene, right, is this more lush forest thing, a jungle. So that's something I really like with the Blackpink music videos, right? They're very high on juxtapositioning, right? We're going from like the trash pile thing, the desert, then we're going into this thing. Right? So I really like that. Yeah, like that. This is like a mixture of it, yeah. And she's like somewhat of a jungle, but on like a jeep or something. Which is pink, of course. So this feels like a mixture of it, right? Like it's like a survival kind of jeep thing. Kind of back in the jungle, right? Yeah. So we kind of saw her entering this house or a temple or something before, right? You can recognize it on that pattern they have here, right? On like the side on here, like the synchro thing. But this is what I like too, right? The detail here that they have, that the ceiling is broken, right? It's like bamboo or something, but it's purposely built at that, so the latex in here. So this is what detail I really like in the music video, right? That you have this like broken thing here, the light kind of sporadic goes in there, kind of random, this is great. You get this effect here, cascade, and the heaven over here is really weird. It's probably some kind of screen, of course. But yeah, this thing here, right? Not to the worst thing about it. But like I said earlier, right? They also have different windows, right? So you can have this purple sky going over there. Here's like a lush forest. So they also have nice touch to that, right? Absolutely, absolutely. The same truck was earlier from another angle, though. Yeah, I would guess this is the same truck, right? The trash truck, but this is like in another place. I think that's, we can see they're making the film sooner, but I will guess that that's like the same truck. BOOMBAYAH. This is the only scene that they have girls behind them, right? And this like roller skater disco thing. Yeah, and it's like a giant disco, right? In a sense, giant disco ball. I mean, in a sense, right? The whole wall as well. It's a cool touch to it. She got the kind of classic American, 50s. It's a nice touch to it. Han kan slå. Så dör han, kan blocka sen då. Ja. That's like a minus tempo play liksom. Jag skjuter så. Okay, so let's watch behind the stage or making of BOOMBAYAH, right? So this is like the
Blackpink in your area. Blackpink in your area.
Hey guys, we're Blackpink and we're on our music video set for our debut song BOOMBAYAH. If you guys like it.
Yeah, it has to be the trash can.
Monster? Monster? 기대해 주세요. Blackpink in your area.
I'll be interested to see now how. This one is basic, right? Because I see them how they are driving and so on. Because they aren't actually driving. It's twisted, yeah. They aren't actually driving. They're sitting there. This is fake. They're not fake. Yes, they're actually, yeah. They're probably actually skating though. Yeah, they probably have to be skating though. But yeah. Wait, are they doing it? Are they actually okay? Wait, are they actually not that, like, you know, going forward? Is the world spinning around? That's how it works. It's all trickery. Now think about it. That's how they're driving forward. They are actually not moving forward. Yeah, God damn it! Everything is a lie. Yeah, but that's how we're actually doing. Some of the part of them actually standing still, right? Yeah, and everything else spinning around. Yeah, the camera. Of course, it's not. Everything is a lie.
Click clack bada bing bada boom 문을 박차면 모든 날 바라본 그지했어 노력가 내도 모든 남자들의 코피가 팡팡팡 팡팡 바라바라 팡팡팡 지금 날 위해 축배를 짠짠짠 내 손에 바라 폴라 해니 네가 말로만 듣던 걔가 나야 제니.
Everything's a lie, man. Yeah, when I realized that.
아예 안 움직여야 돼. 지금 되게 많이
Love this ball,
움직여.
though. She's love
아예 안 움직여.
BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 BOOMBAYAH. Yeah, 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 yeah. Boom, boom, ba, boom, boom, ba. Oppa!
I like to see this thing, right? No, it's like a huge projector. What's it called again? What's it called? A clot, I guess. I kind of projector clot. Yeah. Jump over it. Fucking fine. Do it again. Jump over it. Broke my leg the last time. No, actually, maybe this is yeah, they're not driving. Instead, it's like this thing is moving behind them right there. No, I mean, of of course I didn't think they were driving, right? Which you rarely do, which you rarely do in any kind of, you know, movie directing, TV show, whatever, right? But I think one big, I should say big though, but I think that today is more and more green screen, right? In music videos and whatever, movies and so on. But here instead it's like, okay, it's actually a screen behind when it's moving, right? So it isn't a green screen per se, right? But it's a kind of screen, and then that one is moving, you know, in behind them instead of having like a green. I think a lot of stuff today you used to have a green screen, right? And you're sitting there on the bike, and then you have the green screen, you know, doing the stuff. But here instead it's like the actual giant thing that's moving at the same time, or so. Yeah, that's a good angle. You can see everything. Just going down the, what's it here? Yeah, that's a good angle. You can see it all, right? It was earlier. You see the car, the Jeep thing, see the boombox kind of area. You see the jungle side. So the truck would be like, the truck would be here, right? So it's like 3 doors, right? The Jeep, this thing, that thing. But it's kind of nice how you see it at this. You can have the opposite bit of set, right? I kind of like this, watching this, you know, behind the scene, making the film, and you kind of realize just how this looks from an architectural standpoint. Okay, this is the center of it, right? Like this building here is clearly, you know, in the middle somewhere, and this is obviously a huge studio. Then you can kind of see the different locations, right? And you go in here, you can kind of move around them. So I like it in that sense, right? It's like a video game to me, you know. It's like, oh yeah, what that door goes to, you know, there's the ice mountain, okay, yeah, and that door, there's a volcano. It makes sense. It makes sense. Yeah, they will definitely see it, how that thing isn't a green screen, but it's like moving behind them, right? So that it's like, you know, they are sitting there and the screen makes it look like they are moving forward, right? That being said, it's a good screen over here though. Yeah, so I'm also, they don't have green screens, but it's clearly a mixture, right? Of green screening it, but also having these like moving screens and so forth, right? So it's an interesting way of doing it. I wonder how they think that, honestly. I wonder when they take. I would like to ask the director, like, why is this thing a green screen and why is that thing a big screen that's moving and so on, right? Yeah, I really wonder how they're thinking for that thing. But anyway, guys, the video subscribe, like that. Tell me, you know, what should be the next music video from Blackpink? What should be the next BABYMONSTER into that this week as well, right? Or maybe some other K-pop band, of course. I'm just going into it. And I tend to focus on, you know, cute girl groups, right? Same thing with Japanese music, like Japanese J-rock girls, right? Like Labash and so on. But yeah, I wouldn't be too much against checking out some, maybe, right, Korean made music. But again, I'm completely new to it. The only thing I've heard is like BTS, right? That name I read a lot in papers or whatever. So maybe, yeah. But again, I have never heard the music, honestly. But I heard that name a lot, right? So that's like, don't think I know. But anyway, so you guys can have a great day.